And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. The view high above our broadcast location tonight, the Staples Center in Los Angeles. And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Blazers coach Terry Stotts had previous head coaching stints in Atlanta and Milwaukee, but it was as an assistant coach in Dallas, where he helped win the 2011 title, that he rejuvenated his career. Stotts wasn't sure he'd get another coaching opportunity, but after that, he said the stars aligned. Kevin, he's now in year 8 as head coach in Portland.
The players love him. Thank you, David. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at the Clippers. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot. And, of course, Portland, not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And when you look at the Clippers, they had plenty of doubters before the season started, but I can't imagine there's anybody out there that's taking them lightly anymore.
Well, how could you? They're a team that's actually feared at this point, and that is legit. They go into every single game, no matter who's the opponent, and they expect to win.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Hood and Tolliver at the forwards. And it's Whiteside in at the 5. And for Los Angeles, under down low at 4 with Harrell in the middle. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. And it's George in at the 3 spot. A lot of experience out on that floor in front of us. Brent, your career spanned 14 seasons. Talk about how you saw the game differently as a veteran player versus the first couple years in the NBA.
Well, I saw it from the bench, quite frankly, as a veteran, Kevin.
Now, wait a minute. Yeah. Hold on now. I know that's not altogether true.
I think the game just slows down. You start to understand that there is a tempo and a rhythm, not only to any given quarter, but any given game and any given season. So it's really, Kevin, about the idea of it slowing down. And I did sit on the bench towards the end, Kevin. That is true.
Well, a little bit.
14's still a good number.
But it turned out well for you.
Well, I get to sit next to you.
Well, it's a lot of fun. You're right. It's a lot of fun. Now here's McCollum. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. And the shot goes down.
Well, C.J. McCollum can go from second gear to fourth gear and back to second gear. A defense's nightmare.
Leonard looking around. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Over Beverly. McCollum, no good.
Well, with his touch from mid-range, Kevin, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Williams can't get it to go. For Portland, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Here's Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
You know, not many guys can change pace on the dribble the way Lillard does it. Just phenomenal.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Pass to George. Outside Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that. Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
And here's George for 3. No good that time. And it's Portland the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow and closing out the shooters, and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
Now here's McCollum. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Warriors in San Francisco. Clippers trail by 4.
And thinking back to last postseason, the Clippers did not back down to the Warriors at all.
Well, LA was a much more physical team. I think they knew going in that The only way that they had a shot was to be disruptive, and they brought that on both ends of the floor, and that was going against a healthy Kevin Durant at the time. They took 2 games last year in that series, and the way in which they played, that spirit might have caught the attention of one Paul George and one Kawhi Leonard.
And a deep three from Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Clippers. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
You know what, though? Not only did they get to the free throw line a lot, but they converted at a high clip.
Oh, they did. You can get to the line all you want, but it doesn't really mean much if you can't hit your free throws. And they were rock solid at the stripe.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Pass to George. From about 16, it's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. It's all knotted up.
Well, that's Paul George's game. Most accurate when somebody's feeding him and he's got his feet set.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Many thought the Raptors or Lakers would land Kawhi, but in the end, he came to the Clippers to write his own legacy. Returning to Southern Cal, where he grew up, was a big part of his decision. The big surprise was how Kawhi was out recruiting other stars behind the scenes to join him with the Clippers.
Here's the list of players who had the most steals in the NBA last season. Paul George on top.
There were so many nights when he controlled the game through his defense. Not a surprise to see him ranked at the top.
The Trailblazers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Over Leonard. Portland, no good that time either.
Yeah, and he had to be tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Here's Harrell. Goes up again. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Whiteside. The 3 from McCollum. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
Well, that's a go-to for CJ. He looks to spray it from three-point line as much as he possibly can.
Passes it to Leonard. The kick out to Williams. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Portland leading by 3. Tipped away. And now the Clippers on the break. Leonard with the ball.
And just a lightning bolt there in transition. No one can match up with Kawhi, especially at his position. That time they pay the price.
Now here's Hood. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's McCollum. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Bounce pass from Williams. Here's Leonard. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 4 assists in the game.
What a quarter right here, establishing some confidence. 4 of 5 shooting the ball.
Now here's McCollum. 9 points in the game so far. Outside Hood. Five to shoot. Just his first attempt. Rebound by Harrell. The Clippers trail. Leonard with no one around. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Portland's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. They get it back. Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
Yeah, some of the best centers in the league understand every aspect of the offense and where shots are coming from. And Whiteside positioned himself well for that one.
Puts it up from 15. And it's Leonard again missing. Portland leading by 3. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's his first foul. The Trailblazers shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team, so you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
Free throws off from McCollum.
You think about great perimeter shooters, and CJ, not only just statistically, but stylistically, Kevin, his name comes up. He can heat up and get this team going offensively.
Zubac is checked in for Harold. Now here's Lillard. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Warriors in San Francisco.
And there really was a physical aspect of his performance that was off the charts. He was taking it right at him, and he just kept getting those calls and getting to the line.
George from deep three-point land. No good on the last second attempt there.
Yeah, Rodney Hood just like glue sticking to his man there, working.
CJ McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Portland Trailblazers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Great team play, so key to winning. Damian Lillard broke down the keys.
Be a star in your role. You know, I think
Knowing your role and playing it so well is so crucial.
Yeah, when everybody buys in and plays for one another, that's when teams play their best ball.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Beverly and Shannon in the backcourt together. Jermichael Green is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the three. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now, here's George. He's coming off a 16-point game against Milwaukee. 2 points, that one goes.
When you're a veteran player like Paul George, you understand that even 24 seconds is a long time. Great patience to wait for that play. 2 years ago, Paul George and his curious travels about where he was going to land in terms of free agency made his way back to Oklahoma City. And a lot of people were wondering why he made that choice. Then a year later, at the behest of Kawhi Leonard, a trade goes down where Paul George ends up back in Los Angeles with the Clippers. You talk about a two-way threat. Paul George dunk contest? Maybe a little over, but I love to see him get up.
Portland trailing here. Hezonja kicks to Whiteside. From downtown, Portland again missing. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Clippers. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Outside, Green. The Clippers need to get off a shot. The shot by George, no good.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Right block shot, and Whiteside finishes it off. Whiteside's got 6 points.
Well, adding ways to score into the paint, Whiteside continues to develop a more refined post game with better footwork each year.
Now the pass to Shamet. Zubac against Whiteside. No good from Zubac. Portland leading. Simons surveying the D. Pass to Whiteside. Here's Hezonja. Zubac defending. Trailblazers keep it alive. Here's Whiteside.
Well, sometimes the D has no choice but to foul Whiteside and try to make him earn it. Well, you watch Whiteside out there and you understand just how much of an impact he can make with his defense. Great length, great timing, and makes some offenses change the way they're going to attack you just because of his size alone.
And he can't get the first one.
Interesting with the game shifting to the pace and space about where Whiteside fits into the puzzle. He is still a double-double threat down on the inside and can be taken advantage of on nights.
Labissiere is checked in for the Trailblazers. And he ends up missing both free throws. Clippers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Beverly wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. 7'7" wingspan of Whiteside. Definitely a game changer for defense.
Interesting pickup here for the Blazers as they've added Whiteside to back up Nurkic at the 5 position, and an interesting center in the Western Conference. How will he adjust to the pace and maybe the style of play out west?
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Beverly finds Shamet. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Hassan Whiteside. Well, we hear this all the time. Good defense beats good offense. Do you think that's true?
I don't know how defense scores. In today's game, seeing the juggernauts and seeing what we've seen, Kevin, quite frankly, as some of the best offensive teams, not only in the last 5 years, but in the history of the league, around the Houston Rockets and what the Golden State Warriors have been able to do.
Take a break.
It's about equipping your team defensively to be able to stop that stylistically. But certainly every coach will say it comes down to defense because that is something you can control.
The free throw drops for Zubac. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And last season for the Blazers, all about bouncing back from their embarrassing first-round sweep at the hands of the Pelicans.
Well, that was definitely a motivator, and I think they put that to bed, wanted to focus on being the best team that they could be towards the end of last season. And that Nurkic injury really took some wind out of their sails, but they continued to compete and still made noise in the postseason. Such a big part of what he does for this team, just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Here's Whiteside. The Clippers grab the miss. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season.
The game is the first of a 3-game season series for these clubs, both looking to take round 1.
And I don't know if I'm going to call these guys rivals, but as conference opponents, they're still familiar with each other. Neither team will want to give an inch in this first meeting.
Pass to Green. George with the ball. From the line. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And Azania gets it to go.
Now, Kent Bazemore knows that his contributions come from being active and Bazemore becoming a better passer.
Now, here's Shamet. He's covered by Bazemore. Got it. Good job in the low post. Zubac has got his 3rd basket of the night.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Pass to Whiteside. Shoots over Zubac. Whiteside, no good.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
And it's Shamet missing. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Lasagna, the pass to Bazemore. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul. A different look for the Clippers. Leonard, he's checked in for Paul George. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly. Portland also making some changes. McCollum comes in for Mario Hezonja. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simmons. Bazemore finds McCollum. Trailblazers moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Bazemore. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for the Clippers. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Tolliver's checked in. Now, here's Shamet, covered by Lillard. Now, here's Shamet. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Milwaukee. McCollum against Williams. Over McCollum. Shot's good by Williams. Williams has got the lead up to 3 now for Los Angeles.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's McCollum. 11 feet out and he hits it. McCollum's got 11 points.
I feel like when CJ gets a couple of these to go, it accentuates his ability and confidence to score from the outside as well.
Now Shamet. No points in the game yet for him. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Clippers have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however.
Now, what sets Lou Williams apart right now is his confidence. This guy is a gunner who comes in and believes that he's going to score. He often does. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Clippers lead by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
Just knocking out open shots, my ball handling, make a good decision.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had 10 points and 3 rebounds. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, I think they're feeling the energy of this hometown crowd. Sometimes you get a little complacent and comfortable in your surroundings, but no, they fed off adrenaline in the first half.
Looking at Portland. Thanks for joining us, folks.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Hood and Tolliver at the forwards. And it's Whiteside in at the 5.
And interesting to see the rebirth of the Clippers, or actually maybe the actual birth of the Clippers, having Kawhi Leonard join this team along with Paul George, convincing him to come to town and to start maybe something special. And it's pretty immediate, the impact that these two are going to make on the floor, especially on the defensive end.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Now here's a memo. You have to box out Whiteside or he'll burn you with the putback jam.
Harrell kicks to Williams. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Here's George. Makes it off the glass. George has got 6. And Kawhi, with all the strings he pulled to get here, Brent, he's already a Clippers legend.
Yeah, it's kind of funny to say that, but a 3-time All-NBA performer. Remember, 2011-12 was on the All-Rookie team, a 2-time Finals MVP. Kawhi Leonard's resume is just absolutely astounding for a player who's still growing. And for the fact that him, at 28 years old, joining the Clippers along with Paul George A lot of high expectations for the franchise now.
Back to Lillard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
Lillard just plays with a flat-out edge. Dangerous as a player who knows how to draw contact inside.
The Trailblazers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And the 4-year, $196 million Supermax extension signed by Damian Lillard this offseason. Dame Dollar living up to one of his many nicknames, but money well spent by the Blazers.
Here's Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 3rd assist on the night.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Outside Hood. Back to Lillard. Here's Whiteside. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
1 of 5 here, Kevin, to start the half. Their offense looks like it's shrinking right now.
Harrell dishes to Leonard. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Outside Hood. He kicks to McCollum. Shoots it up. And he connects with the jumper. McCollum's got 13 points.
CJ operating like a surgeon out there tonight.
Williams looking around. Here's Leonard. And he overshot that one, missing. Trailblazers trail by 5. McCollum with the ball. Williams picks him up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. With social media, extended TV coverage, lots of distractions for these players, Brent. But some do a terrific job of blocking all that out and keeping their focus.
I think the roles and responsibilities of teams is changing around exactly what you're talking about, Kevin. You have to have people within your organization that help these players understand where it is that they have to focus most. And that is your job on the floor. And so really good organizations are educating the players on that. They're not just relying on the agents or outside sources. Teams are trying to get in there and impact guys at a young age to make sure that, as you said, that noise is not part of their beginning part of their career.
Can't make it a distraction. Lillard from outside, and he's good on the 3-ball. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
And George kicks to Leonard. Harrell, the pass to Leonard. Rebounded by McCollum.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Lillard. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even. 9 points in the game so far.
Yeah, Hood does a good job there of surveying the floor and being ready to deliver the pass.
Inside. Lets it go. And there's Harrell. That's good on the assist by George. George has got 4 assists now tonight. To the paint. Here's Hezonja. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Shooting one.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket. A lot of people over the past couple of seasons wondering if C.J. McCollum and Damian Lillard would be together. Well, the franchise has made that commitment to them financially. They've kept up great chemistry and great leadership with this team. Have the additions in the offseason been enough to push Portland forward?
And you think about Lillard and McCollum, both 4-year star players in mid-major schools. Brent, they're used to leading the way and being accountable for the outcome.
Well, they also are very cognizant, Kevin, of recognizing what their contributions can do to lift their teammates. Always quick to compliment the guys that do the dirty work. This is one of the most dynamic duos in terms of backcourts that we have in the NBA.
And the call will go against Anthony Tolliver. That's his first foul. And the pass to Leonard. 5 on the clock. The three. Buries it from three-point range. Leonard's got 19 points.
Well, stretching the floor, Kawhi Leonard out of that distance, you're just so fearful of him driving by, and he knocks one down with confidence.
McCollum against George. Lillard from outside. That shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. Hood, the pass to Tolliver. Trailblazers moving the ball around. That's a 2 from Lillard. And it's Lillard again missing.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
And so Hood will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers, trailing by 5. Pass to Azania. McCollum against George. Pulls up on the elbow. McCollum, no good. Outside, George. Here's Williams. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Kawhi Leonard has been on display. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Clippers. We've got Williams. Harkless is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. And it's Zubac in at the center, filling out the middle.
Good awareness there from Kawhi, waiting for his teammate to break free and then finds him.
Now here's Bazemore. He's guarded closer. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Leonard, terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's McCollum. That shot off. George with the defensive effort. Los Angeles leading by 9. Shoots over Bazemore. The shot by George, no good.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Leonard with the steal. Lillard against Williams. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. George, no good.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
McCollum with the ball. Pass to Bazemore. Lets a floater go, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. A shot by George, wide open. That one wide left. Trailblazers trail by 9. Here's McCollum. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
He's just a hard guy not to foul. C.J. McCollum is so versatile as a scorer, you never know which move he's going to go to.
And that mid-range jump shot discouraged for many players, but not for C.J. McCollum.
I love the way that C.J. can just wind his way to spots on the floor and speeds up when he wants to, not when the defense is asking him to.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for the Clippers. Patrick Beverley comes in for George. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Whiteside's checked in. Now here's Bazemore, defended by Harkless. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. 6 to shoot. Over Williams. Portland again missing.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
McCollum finds Lillard. Whiteside with it. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And looking at the numbers for Whiteside the last few years, Greg, it seems like his production has come back down a bit.
And for a minute, Whiteside looked like he could be a dominant center, but he struggled since his great 2017 season. Shot selection has been hurting, and sometimes it feels like he is in his own way as a player.
And both free throws good from Whiteside.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. And here is Harrell. Passes it to Leonard. Shot clock at 3. Shoots over Lillard, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Leonard's got the lead up to 11 now for the Clippers. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And a wide open look for McCollum. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Well, the coach has confidence in C.J. taking that shot, and so C.J. has confidence in making it.
Beverly, the pass to Leonard. Fades back. Yep, it counts. Leonard's got 17 points here in the second half.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Lillard surveying the D. It's good.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. Leonard on the wing. Back to Beverly. Back to Leonard. Harkless on the wing. Shoots over Bazemore. Here's Beverly, and Whiteside sends it back.
Whiteside, one of the best shot blockers in the NBA. That one swatted.
That one goes. Count it. And it's 13 points for Lillard.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
And the Clippers call time here. They're up by 7. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Leonard draws the double. Beverly for 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Whiteside's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeded. Over in the corner, Lillard. A floater. The rebound by Paul George. George has got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the middle. He's looking for Leonard and finds him.
steady strides in Kawhi Leonard being more and more comfortable as the go-to scorer for this team.
1:10 left in the fourth quarter. Three-pointer, Lillard. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
From 12 feet out, basket good. And it's an 11-point Clipper lead.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Clippers.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Leonard.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
And like it for more NBA action. Thank you. This video. Please subscribe to this video for more NBA 2K all day. Yeah.